Prince Harry truly travelling back here to the United Kingdom alone? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to see you, whatever you're doing today. Hope you're all fine and dandy. Let's have a wave. Yes. As I said the other day, it did make me smile to myself, when this particular lady said to me, Neil, I can't believe that you've got me waving at a screen, but I can see you. Yes, of course we can. That's what it's about though, isn't it, really? Just connecting to each other, making sure we're all right. And also, can I just point out that a few people have pointed out recently that they've just either been recovering from some illnesses or, just gone into hospital, that sort of stuff. So do spare a thought for those people, because obviously, it's very difficult, isn't it? Even when you've come out of hospital, don't know about you, I think that's the worst time really, because then you're sort of left to fend for yourself a little bit, aren't you? And there's always bits they don't tell you that you've got to do, you know what I mean? Putting on your socks, yes. I'll just leave it there, Tricky manoeuvres, things like that, aren't they? But if you are recovering or going into hospital, good wishes to all. And more importantly, everybody sends good wishes here from the channel. Do keep your pecker up, as they say. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. The story really centres upon the return of Prince Harry back to the United Kingdom, now flying solo over here for the coronation on May the 6th. Finally, you see, it's been decided that he would return, and lots of people do think he's made the right decision. I mean, after all, it would have been very silly, wouldn't it, of him, given his heritage, to miss out on the most important day of his father's life. I mean, particularly, being just the way it is. I mean, you will always be remembered as not turning up on such a pivotal day concerning your father, the King of England, the Commonwealth, around the world, all of that sort of stuff. You're part of history. It's nice at least that somebody's talked some sense into him, but he didn't necessarily come at ease. And as ever, let me explain, because we've been told, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that Prince Harry truly will not be returning alone. As we all now know, Meghan has decided to stay over in California and no doubt organise a very private party for her young son, Prince Archie, on that particular birthday. But what's interesting here, I find, is that according to a very good source, it looks like Prince Harry will be assisted by someone when he returns. And as ever, as I say, we have to say allegedly, but we do know the struggles that Prince Harry has, both mentally and in regards to all of his anxieties and his problems. He's detailed that in very much detail in interviews and paid for streaming services. According to a very good source, it appears that Prince Harry will be travelling with someone, possibly a therapist, to come back to London with him to make sure that he has the support needed on this very trying time. Whichever way you look at it, it is quite brave of Harry to return to the public domain. After all, he knows exactly the way it's played out with his book Spare, and more importantly, he knows the way it's played out with that Netflix series. I would imagine he will keep very much a low profile, but nonetheless, and you do have to have empathy for anybody who suffers from anxiety, depression, those sort of attacks. According to that good source, Harry simply could only make this return if, of course, he had someone of that nature with him. So while people say he's returning alone, not necessarily so, but as ever, no doubt they will be kept under the radar too. It's a developing story. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.